Hello, everyone. I am live and we are co working today using the Pomodoro technique. Let me just make sure that everyone can hear me because the last time I went live, no one literally could hear me. Okay. Let me just. Oh, yeah, we're live. We're all the way live. Okay. Last time I went live, no one literally. All right. All right, so I'm going to be working on author type stuff. And if you're I am streaming to YouTube and to Facebook at the same time. Um yeah. So if you're over on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're going to be doing what's called writer sprints, and writer sprints use the Pomodoro technique. And the Pomodoro technique was created. I cannot think of that gentleman's name who created the Pomodoro technique, but he named it the Pomodoro technique because he was Italian and he used a timer, and he used a timer in the shape of tomato, in which most of people in Italy at that time, their timers were in the shape of a tomato, and Pomodoro is Italian for tomato. So what you do is you eat that elephant one bite at a time. You set your timer for 25 minutes. You put it on the clock, and then you just work on whatever you need to work on. This is a good time if you're an author, if you need to be working on your manuscript. This is a good time to be working on your manuscript. This is a good time to be working on any marketing, emails, any graphics you need to create, any social media you need to be doing, things that you always put off and just don't have an exacto time to start on, and you often put off. This is a good time to work on those things as an author, because sometimes it can be lonely being an author because you're at home or you're working on it, in seclusion. Well, this is the way we can come together and co-work and work for 25 minutes at a time and get something done. And then what we do is we come back, and supposedly between five the to a true Pomodoro is about 5-minute break in between every 25-minute sprint. But sometimes we can get into a good banter, a good chat, right? And that's okay, right? As long as we do stay productive, though, we want to make sure we're helping each other to be productive. Okay, so um, let's see, what am I going to do now? I want to show you guys my timer, and what I'm going to do is share the timer. One moment. All right, so we've got 25 minutes on the clock to work on things. Now, what I will be doing during some of my 25-minute, you can call them writing sprints or 25-minute Pomodoros, because this is like, you don't have to be writing. You could be editing, you could be writing, you could be doing marketing, you could be working on your website, you could be working on social media, you could be creating graphics, you could be doing anything that you've been meaning to do for as an author. Here's your time to do it. Okay. I'm going to be sharing like my screen and showing you some of the things that I'm working on. Sometimes you'll see the 25-minute timer up during these sprints, and sometimes you'll see what I'm doing on my screen, and that might inspire you or answer some questions that you may have had regarding this. Angelou says she is here for this. Angelou is my assistant, and I am so thankful for Angelou. And she said she is here for this. And if anybody else wants to say anything, go ahead. I'll put your comments up on the screen. But for now, I'm going to tell you what I have been doing. Angelou and I have been working on my ads. I took a class. Let me come back on the screen fully for a minute. I took a class from Brian Cohen, who Brian Cohen is known for his awesome, wonderful Amazon ads course, right? And so last year I was running my ads constantly, right? And I was getting sales throughout the month. Um Now I became so busy because I'm not only an author, but I'm also a publisher. So I became so busy like publishing other people's books that I kind of let my ads fall because your ads are not a set them and forget about them if you want them to be profitable. You have to set like an end date and then go back in and rerun your ads. And because I didn't go back in and rerun them, they kind everything things kind of fell flat and I only had like the trickle of organic sales online, or sometimes when people would see me at events or I had a bookstore order books in, those were the sales I was getting versus what I was getting from the ads. So now that I have an assistant and I have more and more authors with that are coming up underneath Southern Women Publishing, I have an assistant that's going to help set up my ads and some of the author ads, and I'm teaching her how to do this. And so we've been looking at how well the ads have been doing. And I may show you the back door to that today. I may show you a few things today. We'll just see where the night takes us. I'm working on some marketing for authors, all kinds of stuff. So we'll just see where the night takes us. Um, if anybody has anything to say, please leave me a comment. I'll put it up on the screen. And yeah, so I'm gonna put 25 minutes on the clock. Please, if and whatever you're working on, we can talk about it. If you've got like some marketing you're doing as an author, if you've got a book that you're writing and getting ready to bring out, talk about it in the comments so we can tell others about it. And so I'm going to put these 25 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to do that starting now, and I'll be muting myself. So when I come back, Angela will have to remind me to not be muted when I come back. All right. 25 minutes on the clock, y'all. Let's get it going. All right, guys, we've got 13 minutes left on the clock. In between that 13 minutes, I'm going to share with you guys what I was doing. So I was looking at my Amazon ads. I'm going to try to make these a little bigger so you guys can see what's going on. Um, yeah, I have this weird thing. If anybody's around my age, you know about the movie Fame or the show Fame. Fame, I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly. Okay. So yeah, I have this weird thing where I break out into song when I'm doing stuff, especially when I'm having fun. But so don't mind me. But anywho, so here's my ads on Amazon. Okay. And I've got this so big that it's hard for y'all to see the data at the same time. So I'm gonna move this over so y'all can see the data. And let's see, how much time do we have on our clock? Our clock's gonna beep, y'all. Oh, I can see we've got like 12 minutes on the clock. So when it runs out, well, it'll beep. So I'm looking at the impressions for each one of my ads. Each one of these highlighted in blue are ads that I have running. And I have Amazon, the Amazon ads website, sorting it based upon impressions. So impressions right here, they're telling you right here, impressions are the number of times your ads were displayed. So um, this one, this ad had the most impressions. It was shown 4,000 times. Altogether, my impressions were over 12,000. So that means that over 12,000 times my book was shown to people in Amazon when they typed in something, one of the keywords, when they typed in one of the keywords that I've put in. And my ad was clicked. We're going to have to go down here to scroll over because there's so much data, right? So my ad was clicked like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. Okay. PLMG, that is the initials for Poor Little Mixed Girl. So I run ads to the first in the series of my Mixed Girl series books. And the books become, I only have to run ads to book one, and then people go and buy book one, book two, and book three as they read through the series. But I only have to run ads to the first book in the series. Okay. So when I click on, this is ad one, this is the one with the most clicks and the most impressions. So we're just going to look at just this ad, as we've got about a little over 10 minutes left on the clock. So I've only spent $1.98 so far, and I've already had 4,000 people in just that ad alone and 7 clicks. And I have received sales. Sometimes Amazon doesn't show the sales that you've received, but when I look in my on KDP in my reports, once I started running these ads, from that, and that's one thing Brian Cohen showed everybody. A lot of people think their ads aren't working because inside the Amazon ads website, it's not showing that you have an ACOS or an average cost of sale, or it might not show that you're having any sales or orders. But if you look at your reports from the day you started running ads, and if all of a sudden your sales went up versus before you were running ads, you know that it's because of the ads. Well, um, anywho, I can see that when I look in KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, and I look at my reports, I can see that it is working. So I'm going to click on targeting. And as the CEO of Southern Women Publishing, for my royalty share clients, those are my clients who are like my hybrid and my traditionally published authors. I will be running ads to their books, okay? Because there's millions and millions of books on Amazon, guys, and sometimes if you don't run ads, it's easy to get lost in the sea, right? All right, so we're going to look at some of the words that I'm targeting in my in my ad campaign. This is an ad campaign where, oh, and it's going to be hard for you guys to see it just because of all the info on here. Okay. Let me try to move that over a little bit so you guys can see it. Okay. Yeah, so this is an ad where I'm targeting specifically authors. So I can see like the impressions that each author got, the clicks. And so that lets me know that people are so basically when they go on Amazon and they type in this particular author, 9 times when people typed in Jamila Jasper, 9 times Amazon showed them my book. And then one of those times someone actually clicked, okay, to look at my book to see if they wanted to buy it. And I only run ads to my paperbacks. I have not found a way to run ads to ebooks and have that be profitable. But what I can tell you is when I run ads to my paper book, as a byproduct, the ebooks end up selling anyway. And we've got about 7 minutes on the clock, guys, on our Pomodoro sprint, just so you know. Here's one, Walter Mosley, you guys might be familiar with. So 273 times when someone typed in Walter Mosley's name, Amazon showed them my book. And then finally, one time someone clicked to look at my book more to see if they wanted to buy it. And some of these people bought. I don't know which ones bought because Amazon is not keeping up yet. Not to probably I get a little bit more impressions, like 5 to 10,000. Well, about 10,000. Will it better track? But as long as you're making more sales when you go into your Kindle Direct Publishing reports than money you're spending on ads, then you are making money from the ads, running the ads. Mary Monroe is one that sells a lot next to my name. And I'm going to show you what I mean by sells a lot next to my name. I'm going to go on to Amazon really quick. Okay. And on Amazon, we're going to look at my book really quick. Okay. Because I'm trying to give you guys an example. And I started off, y'all, before I had a publishing company, before I was even an author, I started off with marketing other authors who had written books and didn't know how to market their books. Okay, so now when you go on to Amazon and you go to your author page on Amazon, right? That's what we're looking at right now. We're looking at my author page. I'm going to zoom it up a little bit there for you. We've got about 5 minutes on the clock, y'all. Okay, 5 minutes if you're working on your manuscript, if you're working on marketing as an author, editing. We've got 5 minutes on the clock. Okay, so what was my point of coming on here? Oh, yes. I want to show you the authors I'm associated with. If you're an author, go to your author page on Amazon and see what the Amazon algorithm thinks they think you are associated with as an author. So you can see here, Amazon associates me with Lakeisha Johnson, Kelly McWilliams, Angie Daniels, Suzette D. Harrison, Asha Humans, and that's fairly new, and Ali Frank. Again, these two are fairly newly added. And these can change. I've been associated with New York Times bestselling authors. They've been my also bought authors. Okay. Customers also bought items. So that means when customers try to buy something from Lakeisha Johnson's books, Amazon will say, hey, they like Lakeisha Johnson's books. Sometimes we'll organically show them things by Lamonique Mack, because if they like her, they'll like Lamonique Mack. And they do that with each one of these authors, right? So if you don't have any of these authors on, when you go on your Amazon page, right, as an author, And if you look and they show all your books that are for sale, and then you scroll down to the bottom and you don't have any authors, and I'm sorry, this thing is not wanting me to scroll. And we've got 3 minutes on the clock. If you don't have any authors down here, that means the Amazon algorithm doesn't know who to associate you with. And so you're less likely to be making sales if Amazon doesn't know how to associate you with another author. And then hopefully you want to be associated with an author like Lakeisha Johnson's a pretty big author. Okay, she makes a lot of sales. But you want them hopefully to be associating you with like someone like Lakeisha Johnson, a New York Times best-selling author, even better. Okay, so I'm gonna put our timer back on the screen because we've got 2 minutes. Now I know that there is a lag on Facebook. I don't know about if there's a lag on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, please do not forget to go ahead and subscribe. This is a brand new YouTube channel, you guys. I have my Lamonique Mac channel, which I talk about a lot of Christian things and sometimes things that come up that are popular. But this is the Southern Women Publishing brand new channel. So please like and subscribe if you're over there on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you can like and subscribe Southern Women Publishing. You can also follow me, Lamonique Mac, on my uh, personal page because it is open. All right. And it's almost time, y'all. We've got 1 minute. I'm not sure if you guys are showing 1 minute because, like I said, there's like a lag. Let me check and see what it says on Facebook. Yep. It's just a few seconds behind. So on Facebook, you guys are showing like a minute 34 seconds, and I've got like a minute and 22 seconds right now. And so this has been our first sprint, you guys. We're gonna try to do maybe 4 of these sprints or 4 you can either call them sprints or pomodoros. I I call them sprints because that's what writers say. They say we're doing our writing sprints, right? But then I just don't want you to feel like you're in a box, okay? You're allowed to do more than just write during these sprints or during these pomodoros, these 25 minutes, right? You can, like I said, be working on marketing, editing. You can even be making phone calls that you meant to make to ask people to don't forget to leave you a review. Okay, whatever it is you've been forgetting or putting off because there's nobody to hold your feet to the fire as an author. Let's do it now. All right, so we've got seconds on the clock. And on my end, I've got 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Okay, I'm not going to do all that. That's probably getting annoying, me counting all the numbers. But yeah, we're getting there. All right, I will count when we get down. We're down to 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, guys. Did you guys get a lot done? Let me know. What did you get done during your 25-minute sprint? I actually, you guys, Angelou and I, have been so productive that during this sprint with you guys, before I started showing you guys my Amazon ads, Angelou and I actually were we were having a meeting about the analytics from the ad. So I had a whole meeting, y'all, in part of the time that we were doing that sprint. Okay, and Angela is working on Amazon ads. Yep, she's working on the keywords for Amazon ads. Wonderful. And please share this if there is an author that you know of that needs to take that time for co-working, that you know of that needs to take that to get, like, their marketing done, like I said, their manuscript. I'm going to share this a little bit because I'm wondering if some people may not know I'm live. So I'm going to go ahead and share this with a few people. Okay. So we did our first sprint. Let me get that banner off. We did our first sprint. We're going to try to do about 4 sprints. And then anyone that's working on something, please let me know what you're working on. I know that my niece, Denisha, she has been making some phone calls and getting those reviews. Guys, it's so important to get reviews on your books. And especially, you'd be surprised, especially if you're going to run ads to your books, because if you run ads to your book and you bring traffic and then there's no reviews, people don't have that, they just don't feel secure to go ahead and make the purchase. Like, think about you when you get ready to make a purchase of anything. First, you want to what? Look at the reviews. It doesn't have to be a book, it could be anything. Anything you're trying to buy off Amazon. First, you want to see what some other people had to say about it, right? And even books aren't really that expensive, but they do take up our time, which I'm happy about audiobooks. Is there anybody out there happy about audiobooks right about now? Oh, Austin is here. Hello, Austin. It is good to see you. How are you? And I actually, Austin, I called your mom the other day. I don't know if one of the numbers that you gave me for your mom um was off or I couldn't read it. But what I want you to do, Austin, is have your mom inbox me now that you're following me on Facebook so that we can talk about you possibly publishing a book and see if she's interested in you guys both doing that. Um so yeah, so just have your mom give me inbox me on Facebook, okay? Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys my niece's um I am drawing a blank. What are the words that I'm trying to say? My niece's group that I've put together for her book, No More Labels. It's her review team. Thank God. Okay, for her review team. Thank God the words came to me. All right, let's see. Austin is such a lovely young man. I met him at an event, at an author event, and he is such a lovely young man. Okay, so I am going to share. This is my niece's book review team for her book, No More Labels. So if you have read the book, No More Labels, and actually, I think I am going to make a banner. Let's see if I can make a banner really, really, really fast, y'all. Really fast. Um, Please leave a review on Amazon if you've read the book No More Labels by Denisha Cook. Okay. This is something I really, 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 really need you guys to do. So my niece Denisha, she flew down to Alabama and we had her a wonderful book release party, and some beautiful, wonderful people came to the book release party. Oh, there she is. Hey, Nisha. Yes, Denisha came and she flew all the way from Michigan to Alabama, and she had so much support from my literary group, Twig, Tuscaloosa Writers and Illustrators Guild, from friends. We even took her out for a good time for karaoke, my family and friends. And then we had her this great book signing at Dunkin' Donuts, and so she had wonderful support. And so I know that a lot of people don't realize how important book reviews are. So I want to remind you guys, please, again, if you have read Denisha's book, please leave a review on Amazon if you've read the book No More Labels by Denisha Cook. Okay. Um, and if you're interested in joining our review team, please let me know, because we do want a certain number of reviews before we start running ads. At first we had the support of the leader. Well, we still have that support, but at first we only had the support in review form from Carolyn Breckenridge, who is the leader of Tuscaloosa Writers and Illustrators Guild when it came to reviews. So now we do have 3 reviews up now on Amazon for No More Labels. I'm gonna show you guys in a moment. Uno momento. Okay, so this is Denisha's book on Amazon. I'm gonna make it larger. Everything needs to be larger. Okay. So that's her book on Amazon, and see, she has 3 reviews. So we need you guys to please get those reviews up. Um, And we actually, to be honest, we've got 2 reviews and 1 rating, because when you get done reading a book, you can also just rate it, right? And so if you don't know how to leave a review, because some people don't know how to leave a review, what you do is you can just go on to Amazon and click on books, and if you just type in No More Labels, and you can type in and Denisha Cook, type her name too. No More Labels, Denisha Cook. Hit search. It's gonna bring up her book, and then you can click the number that's next to the stars, and that should take you to the reviews. Now, some of this stuff that y'all see, y'all won't see that on your page. I have other stuff running in the background on my Amazon. Um, let's see. I'm supposed to be showing y'all how to leave a review. Okay. They do make it harder than it should need to be, seems like sometimes, right? Okay. There it is. There it is. Write a customer review. So you kind of have to scroll down. So when you get to the book, you kind of have to scroll down. Even though you click on this, it doesn't really take you right to the reviews. You still have to scroll down until you get past them advertising other books, until you get past the description, past them talking about the author and more books, until you get to where you see the other reviews. And then on the left side of that, they're going to give you an option for you to write a review. And that's where you can click and leave a review. Now, I technically can't leave a review because I published the book. And so that's a little bit too much familiarity for Amazon. Okay, you guys, I think we've had long enough break. We got to get to cracking the whip. I got to crack the whip on y'all. we've been breaking for a while. So it's time for I think it's going to be time for sprint number 2 or the 25-minute pomodoro number 2. Yeah, it's time for that. All right, so let's get this up on the screen. Let's get 25 minutes on the clock. All right, you guys, let me know now. What are you working on right now? What are you working on when it comes to marketing? Are you calling people, reminding them to give you reviews? Are you making some social media posts about your books or giving value as an author? It doesn't have to be always buy my book because it should be 80-20. I'm gonna hit this timer though now, y'all. I'm gonna start this timer now. But it doesn't always have to be when you're doing your social media, it should be 80-20, the 80-20 rule. So that means 80% of the time you're giving them some value, which means just maybe, as me, I'm a Christian author. So you might be sharing a scripture or something positive or fun and entertaining. 80% of the time. And then 20% of the time, you're presenting them with something that you have to offer, like your book, right? So you could be working on social media. You could be working on your manuscript. You could be working on editing. You could be working on sending out emails. You could be working on lots of stuff that has to do with marketing. Um, I right now am going to work on one of my clients' ebooks. Um, Charlie Jones. He has a book out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen fully. And I'm going to go back to Amazon. Okay. All right. And I'm going to type in his story, A Garden Love Story. Okay. So this is Charlie Jones' book, and it's called A Garden Love Story, a parable of the faith journey to marriage. Okay. And he has a paperback and a hardcover on Amazon. And I am going to work on right now getting his book set up for the ebook on Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and mute, and I'm going to put us back on with our time clock. And that's what I'm going to be working on during my 25 minutes. Okay. All right, we have just 6 minutes left on the clock. During this 25-minute co working time or Pomodoro or Sprint, whatever you want to call it, I have been working on Charlie Jones' ebook. As I was sharing with you earlier, he has the paper book of A Garden Love Story, which is a parable of the faith journey to marriage. He has the hardcover and the paperback on on Amazon and on other places. And I am getting his ebook put on Amazon, and also I'm going to be getting it distributed to other places online like Apple and other places besides just Amazon for the ebook. Okay. So, not in 25 minutes did I get that completed, but I was working on it. I feel confident that during our next sprint, during sprint 3, that I'll probably have his ebook published or at least submitted for publication to at least Amazon. But before I do that, I want to put in some great keywords to help his book be found organically. One thing that you can do to have your book be found organically on Amazon is to use good keywords. Now, I use a tool called Publisher Rocket. Publisher Rocket, it will help you find good keywords so that your book can come up in natural searches. Um, I'm going to go to Amazon for a moment and show you what I mean really quick. Okay. Before our time class is going to run out in 5 minutes. Let's see if I can do this in that amount of time. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to type in a book about a teen girl. Okay. No, that's not good. A book about a mixed, oh no, biracial, about a biracial teen girl. Okay. A book about a biracial teen girl. And let's see what books Amazon pulls up. Okay. I would have been really doing the happy dance if my book came up on page 1, but it didn't. Let's see. A book about a mixed teen girl. Let's try that. Well, it used to be on the front page, but new people come, they push you out your spot. That's okay. That's why you have to write more books. Okay. A book about a mixed girl. Let's try that. I forgot what my keywords are. I have to go look and see what my keywords are, y'all. This is just embarrassing. um, I have to figure out what my keywords even are now. We've got 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes on the clock, though, y'all. Oh, biracial books for teens. Okay, I'm looking up my what keywords did I use? Okay. Okay, so let's share this really quick. Let's see what happens. Biracial books for teens, which is likely to be typed in by someone looking for a book for a biracial teen, right? I'm seeing a lot of new books. Oh, finally, there I am. Okay, so now I can make my point. Yes. So the point is you put these keywords in, and then if you've got your ads running, plus you've got these keywords in of things that people are likely to type, and then your book can come up because nobody's looking for the title of my book, but they might be looking for biracial books for teens. And then they will get that book. Ah, I'm glad I made my point. Okay. Y'all, we've got like 16 seconds left on the clock. 16 seconds on the clock, y'all. We're counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Did you guys do anything during that time? What did y'all get done? What'd you guys do? Let me know. Let me know. Oh, Lord. Nobody wants to hear that. I told you I have this thing like Fame. Back in the day, Fame, they would just break out into song. Let's see. I need to take this banner down. So we've done sprint number 2, y'all. Should we go for 4 sprints? It's getting late. I know we'll do at least one more. We might not do 4. We might do 3 tonight. If you guys were more talkative and I knew you guys were working on something, we'd go for 4. But since I'm not hearing much feedback, I don't know if you guys are working on anything. We're just going to go for 3. Right? You guys could be making an outline for your upcoming book. That's something you could be doing. Right? Making phone calls, telling people leave you reviews if you have a book out already. Working on social media if you're even planning a book. You know, it's more important if you already know you're going to write a book to start social media now regarding topics that surround the book that you're going to come out with. Yes. You guys are quiet. You guys can hear me, right? My mic, let me check my mic. My mic sound nice. Check 1. How's my mic sound? My mic sound nice? My mic sound nice. Check 2. Okay. Let's see how my mic sounds. Okay. All right, mic's working. You guys are just quiet. Okay, I'm gonna do one last sprint. Since everybody's so quiet, well, let me I can at least give it 5 minutes, right? I can at least give it 5 minutes. So at 8:50 on the dot, 8:50 Central, we're gonna jump into sprint number 3. I just want to remind anyone who may be watching me right now who has read the book No More Labels by my niece Denisha Cook, please remember to leave her a review on Amazon. Okay? Please leave a review on Amazon if you read No More Labels by Denisha Cook. Author reviews are so very, very, very important. Importante. Es muy importante. It's not, it's not even really recommended to run ads to a book that doesn't have reviews because people, they tend to want to see what other people think about the book before they buy it. Okay. So please leave a review. Okay. So y'all, today, I know the whole of America has been seeing what's been going on in Alabama with Carly Russell, right? And y'all, I'm going to talk about this until I'm going to talk about Carly Russell until 8:50 when we do our next writing sprint or our next co-working sprint, right? Because you can be doing more than writing. So y'all know she disappeared, blah blah blah. Then the sheriff came out with just the facts, ma'am. Didn't accuse her of anything, but just said, I'm gonna lay these facts out here about Carly Russell. After he laid the facts out with her Google search history and some of the things that she took with her, 99% of the people were like, this girl kidnapped herself, right? And he did almost everything other than saying that's what she did. He stopped short of saying that. But he did assure the public there is no kidnapper for them to be worried about. There's no baby for them to be worried about. So then everybody's making all this content on YouTube, right? They're just like, any little piece of information, they're making a YouTube video about this Carly Russell situation. And then this one guy, y'all, I'm gonna have to get this man's name. Let me get this man's name, y'all, because he deserves for y'all to know his name. But there's this man who has this channel, and this channel that he has, I guess he does like these type of cases. I mean, obviously people don't generally kidnap themselves, but he does these like, what happened type interviews and content. So anywho, this man is from somewhere, but not from down south. I can tell based on how he speaks. He's not from down south. This man then traveled all the way to Alabama, y'all. All the way to Bama to come to the Hoover, the city where Carly lives, so that he can help solve this mystery, right? And let me find this man's name, y'all. I'm going through my history on YouTube so I can try to find y'all this man's name. Okay, let's see. Oh, his name, he goes by JLR Investigates. Let me tell you, this man is fully committed to his YouTube channel. This man traveled from I don't know where. His name is Jonathan. I'm trying to read his name. Jonathan Lear Riches Investigates. And he just goes by JLR. This man is fully committed. He came and found like a path that starts like right behind the sign, exactly where Carly stopped her car at. He showed you how she could take the path at night, and there's concrete, and it goes to like the fence, and then how, and it's right there where the homes are that are right by her own house. And I mean, this man is fully committed. But anyhow, there's been so much commentary by people. And, even the victim, Anaya Blanchard, her family had got involved, or the mother did, in trying to help Carly. The dad was pretty hurt, once the facts were laid out. And people in the community, there had been a cry out that, the least she could do was apologize because, based on the facts, it looked like she had kidnapped herself. So today, Carly's attorney released a statement. She didn't speak for herself, but there was an apology. And she did ask to be forgiven. And she did admit that there was never a baby. She was never kidnapped. And she apologized. So that ends all the mystery for the most part. Some people still want to know, well, what was she doing and where was she during those, 48 hours or 49 hours that she was missing. But I don't know. For me, it ends most of the mystery. And they've said they don't know if they're going to press charges or not. They're going to let us know this week. But she did ask for forgiveness and for even prayers. So that ended all most of the mystery surrounding Carly Russell. All right, y'all, last and final sprint. We're gonna get down to it. We're gonna get on down, do see do, doing that last sprint and do see do. I'm feeling silly, y'all. Okay, so last sprint, sprint number 3. It's 8:50 Central Time. And what I'm going to do is we're going to put our time clock back up. I've got so many tabs open. Can I find it? Can I find it? ¿Dónde está the tab? Okay. Y'all, I wish I was completely fluent in Spanish for real, y'all. I be trying. I know words here and there. All right. Let's reset it. We got 25 minutes on the clock. Y'all, please work on something. Even if you just scratch down some notes and some plans on what you want to do for next time. I'm going to be here every Monday at 7:30, God willing, and we're going to be productive authors and authors in the making. Okay, I love that. Aim. Okay, either you're an author or you're aiming. You're an author in the making. Okay? Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Uh-oh. You remember MC Hammer? Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be quiet now. I'm gonna let y'all work in quiet this time. No sharing of screens. Just let y'all work in quiet this time. All right, guys, we have just 4 minutes left on the clock. This is our last sprint. During this sprint, I did put in keywords for my client for his upcoming ebook. Um, it's Charlie Jones, a garden love story, a parable of faith journey to marriage, of the faith journey to marriage. So I was putting in him some keywords. I kind of showed you guys a minute ago what keywords can do. Because I had completely forgotten what keywords I used for my book, and then I remembered one of them was biracial teen or biracial books for teens. My bad. So here I'm gonna show y'all again in case somebody missed it. So when I put in biracial books for teens, because think about it, no one knows the title of your book. Like think about say you don't know what you want. You just know I want a book about this, right? I want a book about these type of lovers. I want a book about say if it was nonfiction, I want a book about how to buy a house. Or if it's fiction, I want a book that's good for biracial teens for young adults, right? So type this in biracial books for teens, especially if they put in the heading for the Kindle store or the bookstore. And then it's going to give them all these different options. And if you've put your keyword in that way, look, there's my book, Poor Little Mixed Girl, right? So because encoded that keyword into the metadata on Kindle Direct Publishing, when you type that in, my book will come up and people can say, hey, that's a book that's about a biracial teen. And I was looking for books about biracial teens. Maybe I'll buy that. All right. So you learned some things today. I shared some things today. Um, if there's anything you think you might want to know more about or you found interesting, let me know in the comments. We've got less than 2 minutes, about a minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. During this time, I was able to meet with my assistant. I also was able to remind everyone to review. If you read No More Labels by Denisha Cook, please don't forget to leave her a review. Okay. I did meet with my assistant. I set up a client's ebook for Amazon. I was really productive. I hope you guys were productive too. We've got 1 minute left. Just 1 minute. And now we're going to be counting down to the seconds here. We're counting down to the seconds, y'all. It's late, huh? It's like 9:16 at night on Eastern time. I mean, on Central time. So thank you for those who are joining us on Eastern time because I know it's really late on in your neck of the woods. And welcome Southern Women Publishing viewers on YouTube. I have a brand new channel on YouTube, and make sure you like and subscribe if you want more author tube, author talk, author sprints. Okay. All right, that's it. That's all, folks. You guys have a good night, and I enjoyed you guys. I hope you got something done or got inspired to do something. I'll see you again Monday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Good night.